If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Kodak Black's mother says she's gonna kill herself if anything happens to Kodak Black while he's locked up. And Nick Cannon responds to Orlando Brown's comments about him. Plus, Maul says that Young M.A. is the best female rapper out right now. Let's talk hip-hop.
I want to make sure my son okay. I want to make sure they don't kill my son.
The mother of rapper Kodak Black in tears, fearing the fate of her son as he serves time in federal prison.
Something happened in that prison.
His mother reaching out to high-profile attorney Benjamin Crump.
She wants to make sure that while he's in their custody, that he doesn't end up dead.
Crump and co-counsel say they were scheduled to meet with the performer Wednesday morning at a prison facility in southwest Miami-Dade.
Literally, only hours before we meet with him, they put him on a bus to Kentucky.
We believe they intentionally moved him so he couldn't meet with his attorneys.
The attorneys and his mother had hoped to meet with him to make sure he's okay and learn more about the allegations.
So we're here trying to get to the truth of what happened to Kodak, and his mother is demanding the truth.
If my son dies, I'm gonna kill myself too. Please, please, I need help.
Oh, this is sad, right? So you got a, Haitian mother, right, who is born in Haiti. Kodak Black, first generation American, trying to make his mom proud, trying to do what he could do for his mom, right? His mom probably came from poverty, right? And said, yo, I want to start a new life in America with my kids. And one of her kids, Kodak Black, turns out to be hugely, successful and talented and a millionaire, right? So everything kind of is good and okay, right? The whole situation is his lawyers were supposed to come up there and see him yesterday. His mom was going to come with his lawyers, but the whole situation is that they had transported Kodak Black to another federal prison in Kentucky for some reason, right? Now, yeah, Kodak Black got an open case in Massachusetts, probably one in Michigan. He definitely probably has a case in, DC or something like that. I know he got an open case in North Carolina. Is that South Carolina? But anyway, he doesn't have nothing going on in Kentucky. So why would they transfer him there, right? Not only that, but a couple days ago, Kodak Black released a long statement saying that not only him, but a lot of the other inmates in that same federal prison are being treated unfairly as well, right? Recently, we've seen Roc Nation kind of stand up for inmates who have been treated unfairly in prison. So this is good because maybe Roc Nation and Jay-Z's team will help out Kodak Black as well. But Roc Nation, they're helping out people who are locked up in state prisons, not federal prisons. Maybe they don't have any influence or control over that. So I don't know how that works, right? Because Kodak Black is under federal jurisdiction, not state jurisdiction, so it's a little bit different, right? And as far as I know, federal prisons are supposed to be a little bit nicer than state prisons, but in this case, it seems like Kodak Black is being treated unfairly because of who he is, right? I don't even think that he's able to really take advantage of the facilities, whether they're nice or not, because he's pretty much in solitary confinement 23 hours out of the day, right? And being transported around apparently to places that he doesn't even know where he's going, right? 6ix9ine. So Kodak Black's mother went and got Benjamin Crump, who is the same lawyer who helped out Trayvon Martin's family. Basically, he is a social justice lawyer, right? But, Benjamin Crump, I don't know if he's that good of a lawyer because he lost to George Zimmerman. And every time I turn around, the Trayvon Martin family is getting sued left and right from a bunch of different people. So I don't know, right? But anyway, so he's here. He's trying to help Kodak's people. And I guess we'll have to see what happens. But I'm praying for Kodak Black, and I hope that everything with him is okay. And yeah, why did they transfer him to Kentucky, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Oh, don't worry about Nick. Nick, okay, look, fine, okay? You want me to tell everybody? You want me to let everybody know about that? Okay, fine. Nick, I'll let you suck my dick. Okay? Fine, I said. I'll let Nick suck my dick. And I liked it. It was okay. Fine. Nick, you sucked my dick. But everybody knows you did it as a female. But Nick, you sucked my dick. I don't want to say that, you know. Nick been sucking dick. Nick, you know you been sucking dick. Bush mouth motherfucker. You don't want me on wild enough. Nick been sucking dick. Nick been, everybody in the world gonna be like, Nick been sucking dick. Nick been sucking dick.
Alright, yo. That's Orlando Brown, man. He used to be on That's So Raven, and he's pretty crazy, right? I don't think that everybody in the world is gonna be like, yo, Nick been sucking dick, right? I don't think that. So this is crazy, and that's just pretty much what it is. Nobody, I don't think anybody on planet Earth would think that Nick Cannon would be doing that, and then that Orlando Brown would even be for real and telling the truth, right? So the whole situation is that this came just completely out of the blue, unprompted. There are countless videos. You know, Orlando Brown has done interviews with, you know, DJ Vlad on Vlad TV. He's been talking about Raven Simone. He was like, yeah, you know, Raven gave me some of that you do it da ba boom bop. Like, he's just a crazy dude, right? And he, every once in a while, he'll pop up on the internet and say something insane. So I guess right now he decides that he wants to just get at Nick Cannon for like whatever reason, right? Funny, hilarious. I think it's funny as hell. Orlando Brown is a crazy guy, right? There are crazy people in every single community, right? Whether you're black or whether you're white, there's somebody crazy in every hood. And we all know the crazy person that just walks around the neighborhood, you know, screaming at, you know, the air and talking to themselves, or on the train, you know, giving a sermon that ain't nobody trying to hear mad early in the morning. I mean, we all know crazy people. The only difference between Orlando Brown and the crackhead around the corner is that Orlando Brown's still a crackhead, but he's just not around the corner, right? He's got money and he's got a celebrity. So when he screams and does weird, funny, crackhead, crazy stuff, we all see it and we all talk about it. But when the crackhead around the corner does it, we just laugh and keep on going. Can you please move? I'm trying to get into the laundromat, right? Anyway, Nick Cannon sees this, and of course, you know, Nick Cannon has to respond to what Orlando Brown said. Now, Nick Cannon gave a long statement. I'll try to get through it, but here's what he said, right? So Nick Cannon goes, when I first saw this, I thought it was hilarious, right? I thought it was hilarious too. It was very funny, right? But then he goes, but then after putting a little cognitive effort and analytical thought to the situation, I figured it would be a great opportunity for a teachable moment, right? First of all, may I say that I'm praying for the young brother Orlando. Even though I don't really know him personally, I have always loved and enjoyed his talent and have been a fan of his past work. He was hilarious and brilliant in Major Pain and had us all laughing on That's So Raven. But this is another crucial example of when we allow our young artists to be prematurely exposed by this demonic business and left out to fend for themselves. We need to do better. We need to have a better support system for our youth and take care of our own. I watch various videos of this young brother, and I see that it's a cry out for help. So I don't know if there are any real leaders or solid individuals in this young man's life, but let's embrace him and tighten him up, or so that he doesn't become another victim lost to Hollywood circumstances. I indeed believe this brother has a God-given talent to be on Wild 'N Out. So he's even reaching out to him saying, look, I believe that this dude could be on Wild 'N Out, but this is definitely not a way to audition. And this actually hurts my heart to see what Orlando has been allowed to become, right? He's saying that this is not the only artist that this has happened to. This has happened to a lot of other people, and they dwindle away after these corporations have made their billions off of them, right? Now, due to substance abuse, our loved ones are now aimlessly begging for attention, and they actually do need the help. all while we sit back and just laugh. The most irresponsible parties involved in this is the media, specifically the culturally conscious media, for us to continue to post slander and tear one another down for clickbait and make these white supremacies program platforms more money is asinine and deplorable. These cannibalistic tactics only destroy us, really, on and on and on and on. Who wins? Blah, 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 right? And I get it, right? So Nick Cannon, he was upset, but he kind of took that, opportunity to be a little bit more preachy than he really should have in that situation, right? For me, I don't really think it's all that deep and all that serious, right? Orlando Brown, again, crazy ass crackhead, but he's just a famous crackhead, right? This happens all the time, right? Society as a whole, there's a small percentage, maybe about less than 5% of the general population who are just crazy, right? It has nothing to do with you being black, a young black man. It has nothing to you being a child star and an artist and a comedian, right? It's just the fact that you happen to be one of the small percentage of people that happen to be crazy. It could have been none of that, and Orlando Brown could have still turned out to be a crazy person, right? But I get you, Nick Cannon, right? Nick Cannon basically is going high. Just like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high, right? So Nick Cannon says all of that to say, dude, you on drugs, you crazy as hell, and you are trying to cry out for help. And this is sad, so you need to get some help, right? So that's really what Nick Cannon is trying to say, but he just used all of those words to say it because he's Nick Cannon, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. All right, so Maul goes on Twitter, right? And he says, look, man, I'ma just say it since y'all won't. Young M.A. is the best female rap artist out right now, right? Somebody responds back to Maul and they say, you know what, I agree. I also love Rhapsody, right? And then Maul says, you know what, Rhapsody is obviously the best female rapper, but Young M.A. Makes better records in my opinion. Okay, all right, fine, right? Let's talk about it, right? So here's the thing, right? And this is very interesting when you try to talk about Young M.A. specifically and then also Rhapsody, right? As far as like the best and these are two really good artists to put together against each other, right? But in my opinion, as far as the best female rapper goes, who's out right now, right? I'm not talking about, let's go back and say MC Light, right? I'm not talking about Shy Rock or nothing like that. We ain't going that far back. We're talking about who's the best female rappers out right now. I would have to say it's probably Meg Thee Stallion, right? Not because she's a big artist, which she is, right? Not because she's super popular and on fire right now, which she is, but I'm just talking about as far as lyricism goes and also song structure and whether or not a person can make a good song, because being a great rapper is not all that goes into being a good artist, right? So Young M.A. lyrically is dope. She's nice, right? I would say that Rhapsody is right up there lyrically with Young M.A. I think that Young M.A. is probably a little bit better lyrically than Rhapsody, right? But then I think about somebody like Tierra Whack, and I think that Tierra Whack lyrically is better than Young M.A. and Rhapsody, right? And I also think of somebody like Rico Nasty, who is lyrically right there with Rhapsody and Young M.A. too, right? And then I think about a Meg Thee Stallion, who's lyrically not where Rico Nasty is or Young M.A. or Rhapsody, and definitely not up here where Tierra Whack is. Meg Thee Stallion lyrically is a little bit below them, right? But here's the thing. Meg Thee Stallion's ability to make a hit record and a dope song is way high up there, right? And Young M.A. has a few cool songs, right? But if you listen to 10 Young M.A. songs all in a row, and then you listen to 10 Meg Thee Stallion songs all in a row, you would probably enjoy the 10 Meg Thee Stallion songs a whole lot better because she's an overall artist, right? And we're all talking about rappers who write their own lyrics. So we're not talking about a Cardi B, right? That she's one of the female rappers who's out right now, but she admitted that she had help. So we're just talking about female rappers who write their own lyrics and, you know, come up with their own song structure, right? And that was kind of like Pusha T's, you know, slump a little bit a couple years ago before he started working with Kanye hard body after he was working with Pharrell hard body, right? Because when Pusha T was working with Pharrell, his music was dope, his lyrics were good, and his songs were good too. Then he had that little fall off right there where even though Pusha T always could spit at a high level as far as technically rapping, it's just that his production wasn't all there until he really started delving into Kanye West's production, and then Daytona was a classic, right? But Young M.A., very good rapper, spits very well, better than Meg Thee Stallion, but her songs are not there, right? Making Meg Thee Stallion, to me, the hottest female rapper out right now today, right? Because she has a little bit of both. Her average is good because her song structure is like here, and her lyrics are here, so she falls right in there, right? When you got Young M.A. whose song structure, whose lyrics is off the charts, but the songs are kind of down here, it kind of pulls her down a little bit below Meg Thee Stallion, right? And you know, yeah, Tierra Whack is good, but her songs aren't really there either. Rhapsody is good. Rhapsody has songs and lyrics. She is there, comparable to Meg Thee Stallion, but Meg is probably a little bit better at, you know, just making a good song than Rhapsody, right? And Rico Nasty is around there as well, right? But anyway, that's just my opinion, man. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.